Hi, my name is Ralph, and our company name is Roaring Flames. This presentation is created by me, Hannah, and Daniel. I am the CEO of Roaring Flames, and I have a passion of learning more about entrepreneurship and finance. And now I'll pass it on to Hannah.
Sorry. Hi, my name is Hannah Justice, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Roaring Flames. I'm also the Senior Council President of Fort Hamilton High School, and I too am interested in business and hope to look and learn more about it. And now I'll pass it to Daniel Lee.
Hi, my name is Daniel Lee, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer of this team. I'm also a senior at Fort Hamilton High School. I'm interested in studying law and its intersectionality within business, as I did in my legal internship.
Mental health plays an important role in societal tendencies, depression, low self-esteem, and stress among adolescents. It can be caused by stress from schoolwork, families, peer pressure, ideas, beliefs, and many different other ways that you might not even recognize.
How does mental health impact teenagers, adolescents within my community? Mental health has been affecting teenagers through their daily lives. From stress to depression, these factors have taken a toll on the health of teens within the nation while contributing to the depletion of their work ethic. Producing no work while feeling stressed, teenagers look to other ways to fill that hole in them.
$970 million people worldwide are suffering from mental health or substance abuse disorder. 13% of the world's population are being affected by mental health. Research also found that COVID-19 pandemic has also affected mental health of 59% of people in the United States. One in five teens in the United States suffer from at least one mental health disorder. And this study was conducted in 2010, which surveyed 10,123 adolescents from age 13 to 18 in the United States.
So we want to bring awareness about mental health and highlight its need. As we saw, 970 million people are suffering from low self-esteem, depression, and stress. And this is a concerning number. We hope to advocate for it and bring attention to lower its number in the future.
For our design, we incorporate the use of wings. Wings have this untethered aspect to them that incorporates a sense of freedom and the ability to fly away from the negativity that is within our lives. So we conducted a survey of our own while on top of the research, and within the age groups that we conducted the survey in, we gathered data from 45 participants ranging from 13 to 15 and 38 adolescents from 16 to 19. From what we discovered, 59% of kids from the age of 13 to 15 struggle with low self-esteem, and 55% of the same kids struggle with stress, and 51% of the same exact kids go through depression. While we go up higher in age, 40% of kids ranging from 16 to 19 struggle with low self-esteem, 29% of them struggle with stress, and 29% of the exact kids struggle with depression.
We have conducted our surveys and divided our category into two parts, first by age and then by gender. We surveyed 41 females and 19 males. 71% of females are struggling with low self-esteem, and among that, 74% of males are experiencing stress, and 71% of females are dealing with depression. 29% of males are struggling with low self-esteem, and 26% of males are experiencing stress, and 28% of males are dealing with depression. Research suggests that women are more likely to express their opinions more frequently than men on average. This is a factor that caused the big gap between the data between female and male. Experts on mental health. So we have interviewed an expert from mental health, and we have gathered some advice from her. It is difficult to transition from living at home to obtaining work and adjusting to college. Transition times in life can cause stress or lead to mood challenges. Low self-esteem can be caused by several factors, and one factor is a negative relationship with one's family or receiving lots of criticism as a young child. COVID-19 has made it even more difficult to adjust to transitions, especially college. Young adults are struggling currently with mental health for several factors, including difficult economic conditions and COVID-19. Many young adults feel isolated, anxious, and depressed. Young adulthood is already a challenging time with a lot of transitions, and mental health difficulties are very taboo. Historically, people who experience mental health challenges were considered crazy and treated very poorly in society. People feared what they do not know, and we as a society do not yet fully understand mental health issues, thus the stigma. Additionally, social media is shown to have a negative impact on COVID-19 on mental health.
So my sister, who recently became a teenager, has demonstrated signs of depression and lack of energy for several years. It saddens me to hear her talk about suicide caused by her overwhelming stress and her lack of self-esteem. To me, honestly, she's a beautiful person, but she doesn't see that in herself. Children are demonstrating this at a younger age, and because of the coronavirus, they can't even express themselves anymore. My sister now hates interacting with people and would rather be secluded, and I find that honestly really sad. This is the reason why I joined this team. I hope to make a difference and realize a new way to bring awareness. People now have to understand the gravity of this matter, and we need to actually advocate it. We need to pay more attention so that the younger generations and the younger children later on don't fall victim to this.
Keep going.
Our unique designed hoodies and t-shirt will help advocate for mental health awareness. We aim to further develop and treating mental health disorders such as depression, stress, and low self-esteem. Our main mission is supporting and spreading. We aim to support adolescents and young adults through our designs of apparels, and this way we can spread great vibes only and create a positive environment.
So other than therapies and medications, which are also beneficial in treating mental health issues, in particular the CBT therapy, which is the cognitive behavior therapy, it's shown to be very effective in treating mood and anxiety problems. But we also came up with a concept that we want to create a design that incorporates wings to offer freedom. Much like Daniel said, they're a sign of escaping the hardships and actually looking forward to the future. And we think that it would provide motivation and support to those who are wearing it. We thought that meaningful messages such as staying strong or having great vibes only would inspire those who are wearing it and those who see it. They should feel empowered as they walk through the halls in the school, and they should feel like the best person out there. The people reading these messages should feel connected and understand what needs to be done. We hope they feel a sense of hope and warmth as we know what they're going through. So besides that solution, our unique design hoodies and t-shirts will provide help advocate for mental health awareness. We aim to further develop in treating mental health disorders such as depression, stress, and low self-esteem. And we believe that supporting and spreading is the message.
So our main competitors are Healers X Stadium, which is also another brand that attempts to spread the same message as us. We believe their designs contradict their mission. They claim their product helps motivate customers, but that is simply not the case. How does a tie-dye shirt do justice to their cause and help eradicate mental health issues within teens that they are not connected with?
So some of the challenges that we saw was myself and Daniel are both seniors fairly recently. So it's been very tough to attend meetings and complete work. We see inefficient numbers of people and the communication as well as problems. So we need more hands for this project and more time. We were not able to hold meetings because our schedules never aligned since we're both very busy people. But because of our college things are mainly done, Daniel actually has a very interview tomorrow. But besides that, once we're done with this, we could actually start going forward, and I feel like we could overcome these challenges because we're going to be meet up more, and we're actually going to be able to discuss these even more so.
And now for the budget. We start off with a grant investment of $2,500. So what we're going to do is we're going to advertise our idea first. Wings, shirts, we're going to spend $150 doing that. So we're taking $150 away from 2,500. We also want to use $150 for clothing supplies, shirts, blend shirts, before we actually put our design on those shirts. Moving on to Adobe Design, which we will use to create the wings and spread our message onto these shirts. That will cost $220 for subscription. And any other technology like printers, 3D printers, any ink related technology that we could use, we will spend $1,500 on to enhance our design, spread our message, and get our mission out there for other people to see. And with that total out, we will have $480 remaining, which we will reinvest into our business, either through getting more clothing supplies or into advertisement, depending on how well we do with our initial start amount.
Thank you so much. This is amazing. So we have 5 minutes thank you everyone for your patience. 5 minutes for the judges.
Absolutely outstanding. I'll jump in and go first again. It is just such a topic that I am really interested in, because I think we need it so much given what's going on in the world today, and particularly adolescents and young people. I was just at the edge of my seat, really listening to everything. The one, and I thought the presentation was great. And it's funny, you guys were pulling up the rear, but you did a great job of it, because, you look and you say, oh, we've been at it for a while, but this was so amazing. It kept me the whole time through. So wonderful presentation. One question I have is, when you think, and I apologize if it's in there and I missed it. When you think about the audience of the person who's going to wear the shirt, describe the audience or in other words, describe your target consumer, the person who's actually going to buy the shirt. Who is that person?
It can mainly be young adults who also have a passion for advocating for mental health awareness. It can be your family members, it can be your teachers, it can be your friends that also want to purchase our products to support other people by wearing our t-shirt design, hoodie design, in order to spread positive, great vibes, to create a positive environment and spread great vibes only.
And I want to add, mental health is an issue in all ages. So even though we do have a target audience of just roughly 15 to 19, we do want to make other people wear it to bring awareness of it. So I wouldn't want to say we particularly want a specific target, but if we do have to say it's 15 to 19, because that's where mainly all the issues are, but 13 and 15 as well, we would like to see some purchases from there as well.
The one comment I would add really quickly is, I think it's fabulous and I want one for myself. But what I would encourage you to think about, one of the things we inadvertently did at the federal government was we were trying to help a certain community, and we gave that community something that identified that community. And then that community didn't want to wear it because they did not want to be described or thought of as what we were trying to help. And so what I would say is, think about how you want everybody to wear it, to build awareness around it generally. So it's not just the people who are trying to overcome, or the people who are trying to figure out how to cope, but it's all of us, everybody together, and it's a happy shirt. And you can talk about why you started the company, but just think about making sure it doesn't, that it's very broad and doesn't stigmatize or make people think, well, I'm dealing with mental illness, but I don't want people to know because we all wear a shirt. So think about that. I don't think it has to be that. I think the way you answered the question is very broad, but do think about stigma.
Thank you very much.
So I'll just jump in there. So fantastic. And I love the focus on mental health. It's just so important. And not because it's like because of the staggering numbers. It's really important to find solutions. I know a lot of people are talking about it, but you all are like taking your shot, shooting your shot, and finding solutions. So I really appreciate that. And I also love this diligence about the research, and I love the diligence about how do you envision going through to get into your plan. So keep that up, because I think with that diligence, that's where you're going to go find your answers. I have a question around competitors. So you kind of mentioned on the competitors, and it was kind of like negative about what they were doing. So I would love to know, what do your competitors do well, and then a little bit more information about what they don't do well and how you're going to fill in that gap.
Okay, I'll take this question. Our competitors they're actually a different brand. They actually brand themselves pretty well with this message, and they team up with other brands that also revolve around the same message. So that way they amplify their message even louder with two of the same companies with the same message going at it. So they get their collective audiences and they sort of combine it together. So what we're missing, what I'm seeing from their products is tie-dye shirts and all like fun shirts, but their money is reinvesting back into their business, but it's not expand. It's like keeping the same selected group, but not going outwards. And it does nothing to address mental health. It stays in one selected group, and it's just tie-dye shirts.
So thank you for that. So one note there is, I still don't really know what they don't do well from that response. So you want to say, like, if they don't focus on mental health, how don't they focus on mental health? Because when you open up Pandora's box, I have so many questions, right? So you want to make sure you have answers. Like if you're going to go on the attack mode, because that's a strategy, it's fine. You could go on the attack mode, or you can go on like, hey, the positive mode. But so I'm not judging any of your approaches, but when you do go on the attack mode, you want to make sure that you have a lot of things to back it up.
Okay, thank you.
So their design really contradicts their mission, because their mission is to advocate for mental health awareness, and all of their design is mostly tie-dye shirts with the only message is healers on every apparels they make, which has not necessarily any significant meanings toward advocating for mental health, and that's one of the reasons why they're not really like supporting and advocating for mental health awareness.
Okay, so the other point I would say is that's great, and I love that, because you're fixing a problem, and then that's exactly what entrepreneurship is. You see what people are not doing well, and you fix a problem. What I would want to see more from you all in your presentation is how you're going to be better at fixing that problem. So I think that for me to be an investor, I would want to say, okay, I get it, they suck, so how are you going to solve it?
Nice. Marina?
Yes, and to echo the judges as well, I mean, clear presentation, well-organized slides. I really like the aesthetics of the sweatshirt and the t-shirt as well. I do have a question. What sizes are available in your sweatshirts and t-shirts?
So we do have a variety of sizes, but I don't remember which. I think the t-shirt one ranges from extra small to three extra large, and then the hoodie one range from extra small to 5 extra large. But I'm not sure if that's opposite, because yeah, I don't really remember. It's either the hoodie one is from extra small to 3 extra large, or vice versa. But we do have a large range of sizes.
Yes. And I think that's something you should highlight in your presentation as well. I'm about inclusivity, thinking, I know you guys are targeting an age group, but to James's point, if you want to target a larger audience, having more shirts in different sizes and availability. Another thing, just to kind of also add, I know consumers now more than ever today are really thinking about ethical social consciousness of companies and businesses. And I was wondering if you guys were thinking of donating some money of your profits to like mental health, like treatment centers, and align with the mission that you guys have to raise awareness and also provide support to those people who are suffering from mental health issues.
Yes, we're definitely planning to partner with like companies like organizations like Red Cross and other organizations that also advocates for mental health awareness, and like hospitals that also like has treatments for mental health. So we're definitely going to do more research on that, and we are planning to donate a portion of our profit to an organization that also advocates and support mental health awareness. But we are still doing research on which specific companies we are donating to.
Nice, nice. Very well answered. Very great answer. So I would say let's give some love to our tell me the name of your company again. Wait a minute, because I know the Angels, the
Roaring Flames.
Roaring Flames. Yes.
It also symbolizes something, because like roaring, it's like advocating, and flames is mostly like positive. So we try to advocate for like a positive environment that's like supporting mental health. So yeah.
Nice. Congratulations.